Okay, divas, my apologies. Let me go real quick because this iPad will cut off on y'all again. So what I did when I finished was I sprayed my face a final time, and I always use a different spray the final time. I use Final Seal. I always use a sealing spray the last time. And I went over my face with this is my setting powder, AJ Crimson loose powder, and I use a loose setting powder. My what do you call that? Highlight glittery thing is the Naked Urban Decay Naked, and it looks like this, and I decided to use that this week because I never ever use it, and it is for the face and body, extremely glittery. I am going to take my finger and put some of it on my eyelids just because I want like the little glitters up there. So that is that. It's a really expensive thing, but it's really glittery and shimmery, and I love it. You guys know I love glitter, so I'll be glittery today. And on my lips is Whisper. I think this is Whisper, the LA Girl lip paint and Whisper, and it's just Whisper. I don't even have a lipstick on with this, but I am gonna find a new lipstick to go with this because I feel like by itself it's very creamy and silky, and it won't give me a lot of staying power. But the color payoff, I love these things. This is Whisper. I love Whisper. It is absolutely gorgeous, and this is Whisper by itself. So that is it on my face. There will be no thumbs up or thumbs down on this video. So all you haters that keep thumbing me down, how about you put a comment down below, because I got a few words to respond to you by. The rest of you, if you enjoyed this video, you can comment down below because likes and dislikes will be disabled when I finish editing the video. So yeah, I just wanted to come give you guys my updated foundation routine while I had time, because it'll probably be a minute before I do another one. Alright, so that is it, you guys. Any questions, comment down below. I will try to list all the items down below, and I'll see you guys the next time we plan our makeup. Hey divas, it's Fearless, and I'm going to do my face with you, or try to do my face with you. Hopefully I have all my items here, but so far on my face I have Milk of Magnesia, and the reason why you see some of the Milk of Magnesia gone is because I do the Milk of Magnesia and then I do my primer, and today I am doing the Cover FX Clear Primer, and then after I do my primer I set my primer, and I set it with this waterproof setting powder. If you need a review on this powder, I do plan on doing one, but I just set it with any translucent powder, but this waterproof setting powder. And then I go into doing my face. This week I am trying to use this Rimmel Stay Matte mousse and sand, and I'm trying to play with it because I never use it. I feel like it's just too light for me. And I normally don't do talk throughs, but I want to tell you guys exactly what I do. I am spraying my brush with some Evian water. And of course I forgot my mirror. This is why I don't do these, because I'm all over the place. But I'll use you guys as a mirror. This is like entirely too light for me, but I'm gonna see if I can make it work. I think if I get it with a good powder, I'll be all right. I also don't do these because I don't have editing tools on my computer, so I can't like speed it up or anything, so I'll just talk to you. So I just blend that in the best I can. And look at that, this eye is already starting to tear up and take my eyeshadow away. I don't know why that eye does that. I don't have a napkin, so I would just keep going. It's really gonna bother me. Alright, so I blended that in the best I could, and I'm going to fix it with powder. As you can see, it is a little bit too light for me. And this is the eyeshadow palette that I use, the Wet n Wild eyeshadow palette. I think it was a limited edition, Walking the Red Carpet. That's what I use for my eyes. Alright. So I got that in. So there is that. The next thing that I do is I set my foundation before I go to my powders. I'm not doing a highlighting routine today. If I was doing a highlighting routine, I would highlight with the concealer and then I would set it. So what I do is I shake up my setting spray. I spray my face and I fan it so it can go ahead and dry. This is my normal everyday routine. So this is why I don't film these tutorials. But I'm doing this because if you're team oily, this is a very good routine for you. So I do that. And then I take a mattifying powder. This is the Rimmel Stay Matte powder in creamy beige. I take a big brush. I think this is one of my ones from Claire's. And I set that foundation again. I set it with the spray and then I set it with the powder. Okay, this is my normal everyday routine. So I used a drugstore foundation, so I need to use a high-end powder. So I'll figure out what powder I want to use. The next thing I am going to use is this brush for my contour and my Anastasia contour palette. You can get this off of Anastasia.com, and it's very, very fragile, but it's for a good price. I think it was like $20 with the sale I got it for. But I have an orange, I have a lighter brown, I just have so many colors. You can pick 6 colors and build your own palette. But it's fragile. So I love this brush because it gets right in there for me. And like I said, I don't have my mirror, so I'm sorry to use you guys as my mirror. And my, so they say, face shape does not call for contouring. There was a chart out a while back. I think I posted it on Instagram and somebody else posted it on Instagram and Facebook. My eye is like watering, and for some reason when my eye runs, it doesn't run down, it runs up. Ridiculous. But anyways, on Facebook they said that my shape face, the oval shape, does not need to be contoured because our face is already shaped for it, but I contour because I like it. So I love this Anastasia palette. You can get it at Anastasia.com, and this is the contour palette, and that's what I use to contour. And even if I use a cream contour, I use the powder over it because I'm oily. So if you use a cream contour, you need to use a powder to set your contour, okay? I'm going to blend that all in a minute. Okay, so next I'm going to do my powder foundation, and I'm going to use the Tarte Amazonian Clay powder foundation. I am in Tan Sand, and I used a drugstore foundation, so I am using a high-end powder. And this will kind of bring some color back to that Rimmel that I use. And I just make sure I blend over that contour really good. You really don't want to just have a dark line going down your face. So I blended out that contour really well, but you can still see it, as you can see. Make sure I get my nose because that gets oily first. Okay, the next thing that I am going to do is, I usually do a bronzer and a blush or just a bronzer and no blush. Today I'm doing a bronzer. I'm not going to do a blush. This is the BH Cosmetics Bombshell Bronze, and this one is in Cyrene. And I always swirl all three colors together with my brush, and I like to take it over my contour. I love to take it over. That's my perfect personal preference. I love to take it over my contour and put that color back in my face, because sometimes the contour can make your face look dull. With the Anastasia palette, it has a lot of gray undertones. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is clean up my eyebrows. They are tattooed. I love that they're tattooed because I can do my makeup and I don't have to be cautious, and I can just go back through and clean it up. And it's already shaped and ready to go. And I just have to follow the line on my face. Easy as pie. So I'm still running. So yes, if you ever think about getting your eyebrows tatted, it is like the most awesomest thing in the world. And it saves you a lot of money from buying eyebrow kits.